Welcome to another Brew City marketing training video. Today we're going to go over how to post your own blogs. Most likely, if you're watching this video, you have a setup similar to this, where you have a number of blogs already on your site. And we're just going to use our demo site here to go over how to add one there. So the first thing you want to do is go to Posts, All Posts. And you'll see that there are a number of posts in here for this particular site. You're just going to want to go to Add New. And from here, a lot of this stuff is going to end up being very similar to using either the WordPress editor or a normal Microsoft Word or other text editor. We're just going to put our post title in here. And I usually recommend if you're working off of a Google Doc or a Word doc or something like that, and you have the text all fleshed out, you're going to want to click this paste as text. If you can't see this bottom bar, you can toggle the toolbar to show all of those items. And we're going to click that and paste in our text. I have some things on my clipboard already, just some Latin placeholder text, and then we can get rid of that. And we have everything in here as body text, essentially. One thing we like to do is add some headers. So if we have a title here, we can change that to an H2 setting, for instance. And then for subtitles, we usually do an H3. And I'm just going to replicate that a couple times here. Just so we get kind of a feel for how things are normally structured. You'll also have the categories menu on the right side. We have a ton of categories in here. You can always add a new category, whatever you want it to be, whether it's news or just a blog feed in general, or tips for something that your company does. Any of that kind of thing would be applicable for the categories. One thing I would like to make sure that you do is set a featured image, which is down on the right side here. That's basically what displays alongside the blog roll for each post. So you'll want to make sure that you have one of those for each item. Otherwise, things can look pretty inconsistent. And just not as polished. So we're just going to set a featured image in here. I'm just going to dig something up from the library, something we already used already. You can upload a custom one in here, obviously, just like you did in the page editing tutorial. And we're just going to set featured image, and that will display it here. And then once everything looks good in the post itself, and which you can also add images right into the body if you'd like. A lot of our posts, we kind of keep those out and just use the featured image as the main focal point, and put the text in the editor. But then we're going to hit publish. Before we do that, though, you can also set where it says publish immediately. If you edit that, you can set it to a specific date, whether that's in the past because you wanted to show up at a specific spot in the order of the blogs that you posted, or you can set it to the future. For instance, let's say we wanted this to post on Wednesday, it would schedule it. We're not going to do that right now. We are going to publish this immediately and hit publish. And upon doing that, it should tell us that it's saved, and then we can refresh our blog feed, and this is our post. We have the post title in here along with the beginning of the content, and then clicking in to the image will display all that content that we put in there. And you can see how the subtitles and the main title that we used on the page kind of automatically style themselves. On all of our sites, we're going to have default values for those H2s and H3s. So you can use those to make sure that things are styled appropriately the same way that they are on the rest of your site. That's really all that's to it. If you do make some posts on your own and things look a little off, feel free to reach out to us, and we can definitely help you kind of format things and make sure that they look correct.